I like us just talking to everybody. Ah, all right, so we're going to go beyond the basics. We're going to talk about tensor rings, understanding and translating them. How many of you guys are enjoying your tensor rings? How many of you are using your tensor rings? What is your favorite to use? Do you like the rings? Do you like the AccuVax? Do you like the pressure ones? Do you like the feedback loops? Do you like the, you name it. Tell me what you like and why you like it.
Well, I like the AccuVax because they fit in my purse really easily. But I mean, I love all of them, but those are easy to transport and carry around with me.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
Yep.
same here. When I'm driving or feeling something, I grab it and I like put it around my neck and it just takes everything away, the
Okay.
tension.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, I wore three to St. Louis, and my grandkids confiscated them.
Awesome,
So
awesome,
I
awesome.
showed them how to tell what direction the energy was going, and it was funny because before I left, I held each of them in my hand, and those three were the ones I always wear too. Those were the three that wanted to come with me, but each one of them grabbed one. They're like, "Can we keep this? Can we keep this?"
Oh, beautiful. That's awesome. What a great gift, you know?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I love the bracelets. I wear them all the time.
Yep. And he did reactivated doing the regular bracelets. And Josie, I need to, they're put away at the moment. I don't know if I can get to him easily. But he made some cuffs, and I bet one of those cuffs could even be turned into an anklet like you were asking about.
Oh. So when he does the cuffs, does he do like a weave like this
Kind of
so
like
that the
it has like the circles, little mini circles inside of it. I apologize, I don't have them out. They're I started packing for this weekend, so um
oh,
if I can find a picture of it, I'll send it to you.
what's this weekend?
Colorado Springs. Yep.
Oh,
You have an
I
expo there?
want to be there.
Yep, yep. Uh, so what else do you like about them? What ones do you tend to really like and why?
Well, I love the garden ones because my garden's been amazing.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yep. And those are the ones that actually step off into electroculture, which is talking about grabbing the energy that's above us and bringing it down into what we're working with. So, and it's interesting because some people are like, "Oh, the new and upcoming electroculture." No, it's not new and upcoming, but okay. It's just the awareness a lot of people don't have. Over the weekend, Daniela, I gave her one of the feedback loops, and because her back hurts her so bad all the time. And she started plugging it in because she asked me, "How do I use it?" I said, "Plug it in." And she started doing that, and she goes, "That is the first thing that has started giving her relief is using the feedback loops."
Can
So
you
So I,
explain plug it in?
just plug it in. It's the feedback. Okay, I have two things with me tonight that I brought that we're going to talk about. Either the AccuVax, like you guys were talking about, or the feedback loops.
Feedback loops.
oh,
Yep.
okay.
I'd
So,
like to learn more about the feedback loops.
okay, we will focus on that then. That's one of David's absolute favorite right now is working with the feedback loops. Um, The big thing that I want to point out is they are EMF protection. They help break down all of those frequencies and all of the vibrations. If you have a smart washer and dryer, set one on your washer and dryer. If you've got a meter, you got an what are they called? Internet thing. Oh my goodness. Somebody,
Router.
Router.
yes, thank
Router.
you. I'm looking right at it and it's not coming in. A router. Even if you have one of those, for example, there's we found a company that has really cool in diffusers, and you can actually use your phone and you can program it and you can different things like that. And so that even's going to put off a signal. So that's where it's really important to have your different rings that you can set things in, around, or with for that EMF breaking down and getting that frequency to change. Did you know I heard rumor that there's 6G coming out?
Oh,
What?
Yeah, I heard a rumor
Yep.
about it. They're really good for energy healing and balancing. You can structure your water, put it on your drinking bottle, your bottle, your drinking water bottle, or if you have like water bottle that has a case, you can put it inside your case. Stuff like that. Environmental harmony. It'll help bring back the balance to what's going on around you. Like a lot of times with the electric cultures, people are doing the cloud busting and that's what the big pyramid is part of as well. Um, a vitality booster. It'll help if you feel drained or you feel like you're not feeling well, like Susan tonight. After she recalibrates, the smartest thing for her to do would be to bring in the harmony, the Ramu, and sacred. Those would work really well for her tonight. Interact with the other energy fields. It will amplify it and it will attune it. It's excellent for grounding. If you have trouble finding your grounding or being able to ground, use earth and sacred. They're going to bring you center so fast. Um, and they just have a daily overall benefit. So when I ask you, what really stands out, what really sticks out for you when you work with the tensors, those are kind of the things that I want you thinking about is how is it benefiting you on a daily basis? How is it something that is making your life better? It is making everything going on around you in a better pace and a better vibration. Okay? Clearing our space. That's a biggie right now. I don't know if the rest of you are noticing how we've got so many different interferences and distractions going on. And if you bring those in, you'll find that it will be helping you to be balanced within it. Okay? Any questions or any comments or anything like that at the moment that anybody has before we move into talking about feedback loops?
So, are you recording? Did you press recording?
Yes, I did. Thank you for
Okay.
correcting me, but I did,
No,
yes.
well, normally I see it, but I didn't see it.
Yeah,
Okay. I
it's
thought
fine.
you had said it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, good. Well, thanks for
Okay.
reminding. Any other questions or any other that you have about your tensors? A lot of you have tensors. A lot of you work with your tensors. Where are some of the places you find that you like to use them? I know a lot of you like the bangles, that kind of thing. I came up with an idea the other day. I was driving and all of a sudden I saw like a little keychain with a bunch of little tensor rings on it. Wouldn't that be like the coolest thing? I said to David, I
Mhm.
said, "Do you want to make like key rings with rings in it?" He goes, "Just shut up."
I think
that
that
would
would
be
be
awesome.
very awesome.
I think it would be
Yes.
so cool because just think, like you guys said, it's really easy to throw the AccuVax into your purse or into a backpack
Yeah.
or into a
Yes.
briefcase or whatever. Could you imagine if you had like a little key ring and it had all the 11 little tensors on it and you could just, I think it'd be, I don't know why I saw it, don't know why, but I thought it'd be fun. But that'll have to be a convincing.
I think it would be cool.
I do too. I
Be
do.
awesome.
Mhm.
It would be like a way, like, for example, Chris, with your kids, they all wanted a bangle. Well, heck, they could take a whole ring of that and just hook it on their backpack and have
Exactly.
that
Yeah,
energy with them all day long, you
yeah.
know?
Because Otto wants to order one that fits his wrist better, but he didn't want to give me mine back in the meantime.
He's been
The
making
Viking was super small that would fit.
He has some that he's made that are very small. We've had a number
Mhm.
of clients who have stopped at the different booths and who have teeny tiny little wrists. I don't know how these ladies even hold anything up, but I mean, I couldn't begin to get them over my fingers. They're so tiny. So he has
Wow.
making a small, extra small line too. So
Okay, cool.
yeah. And he said there was somebody else that wanted a kid size one too, Chris, and he couldn't remember. But I think you had talked to him about that. But you may have
Yeah.
to catch him at the event.
Okay.
You think you would want to make someone like that would be like adjustable, like that has like a little clasp?
The thing the thing with that, there's Charlie. The thing with that, Roxana, because Josie had asked about that for like an ankle bracelet, or
Hmm.
he said he doesn't like the idea of not, they have to be closed.
Oh, okay.
I would
If
say,
it's
yeah.
going to be the ring, it has to be closed so that the
Oh,
circle
okay.
closed. If he makes the yin and yang, which are the other ones that you can kind of like shape around your wrist, I apologize, they're all in the box, so I'm not going to get them out and show them to you guys tonight. But those ones are closed because they're closed within the yin yang of themselves.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, no, if you guys ever come up with an idea on something you saw, thought, felt, whatever, just send it to us because I can always present it to him and he can all shoot me down for a couple days and then I'll win. He also started making the chakra cuffs. I don't know if you guys saw those where they can go on here. He makes them so that they're yin yang as well. The chakra cuffs. Those at the last event we were at, they sold out within the first day.
Wow.
People
Do
are
you put a colored stone with each chakra with that?
Say that again, Josie.
Did you also add the colored stones with the chakra bracelet?
We did not. We did
Oh,
not.
okay.
But he right now he's only got Earth, Sacred, and Lost that he's made those into. And there
Nice.
you can tell when you pick them up. The frequencies are pretty obvious. Any other questions, comments? Okay. So, feedback loop. This is a tensored feedback loop, and the ones that he saw, Josie, your set, I believe, are just the regular. They're not the tensored. Because he said these ones are way too hard to make, and these were like I said, I want one, and so I got one. But the regular ones, like Josie, do you have yours handy?
Like
Let me
this.
go. Yeah, I can grab them.
You have one, Chris? Okay, great.
That
There you go. Yep. And so you can see it's a teeny bit different. This has got the extra coil to it.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I bet that
And
was hard to make.
this is a double sacred because I wanted it for healing for my back.
wow.
Um, so what you do,
Couldn't make it so far under my bed.
oh no. All right. So what
Oh,
you do is you plug them in. Boom. Whatever you're going to use them on, wherever you're going to use them, you're going to plug it in. Pretend it's an out plug going into the outlet. Okay.
Hmm.
You're going to have it draw out the negativity. You're going to have it draw in the positivity at the rate of your heartbeat. It goes boom, 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 boom. It works that fast. It doesn't have to, like on the AccuVax. If you're working on healing with the AccuVac, it takes a little longer. It takes a little bit longer for it to work its way up the coil and then back down the coil. Where this, when you plug it in and at the bead end of it here, you are immediately in receptive and letting go realm. Okay? And it operates and it flows at the rate of your heart, at the beat pulse of the heart. Josie, did you find it? I'm sorry to make you dig. Oh no, she's crying.
no,
Uh,
I
Chris,
don't know how I got pushed so far under my bed.
oh, that's funny. Chris, do you
Oh,
have
I
the
got it.
whole set?
No, I just
Okay.
have this one so far.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have the full set. I got it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to. I wanted you to show the set to the ladies because it's really
Yes.
cool. Um,
Yeah.
this,
Let me
like I
grab
said,
this.
this is a double sacred because I wanted the amp, the extra boost for it.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. Now we have it. Okay.
So I'm going to let you show the different ones, the different sizes.
Okay. So this is this Earth? No, it's energy.
The
Can you
great
see that okay?
energy, yes.
Okay. So that's the energy.
I'll tell you what, you plug in the energy one and you're having a day where you can't stay awake or you're feeling like you're dragging, you put that and plug it in, like set it beside your desk or set it beside your chair or wherever you're feeling the exhaustion. It will reboost you this quick. And it'll
Okay.
help you let go and it will help remove what's draining your energy as well.
I really need
Wow.
that today.
So
Me
Yes.
too.
that one is just, that one is, I mean, it's amplified, amplified, amplified.
So my diverticulitis kicked in again. They just put me on antibiotics last night. Would I use that, like set it on my stomach?
You could, yes.
Okay.
I would, if it were me, I'd do remove. I would,
Remove. Okay.
when in doubt and it's health, always start with remove. Always
You
start with
got it.
remove. Then you can move from there because remove is all about the healing on every level. And which one?
Yes. And
That
this
one?
is the remove one.
That's remove. Okay. So see,
Yes.
it's not quite as large. They're made from
Mhm.
the length of what the actual ring is when they're in that style.
Okay.
Here, I'll get them all out of the box and lay
Just
them next to
don't
each
get
other
them
so you
mixed,
can see the difference.
don't get them mixed up though.
No, I keep all of the tags on them.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't take those off.
Okay. Even though I could walk you through which ones are which, I'd rather not have to.
Yeah, that would take a while.
All right.
Okay.
So
All right. So here, I'll turn my camera. I think I can turn my camera. Okay. All right.
we go.
Can you guys see those?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
You can see how they vary in size, but they're very powerful. It doesn't matter if it's this big, it doesn't matter if it's this big. They're gonna do the work that they're set because they're designed by what? The qubit, by the length, by
Mhm.
the creating of that frequency.
Yes.
Okay, show us another one, Josie.
Okay. This one, this is harmony.
Harmony. What do we know about harmony, ladies?
It's my favorite.
It balances.
It balances, exactly. It gives us into that state of being at peace. If you ever get
Yes.
to that point where you feel like you're having an anxiety attack, boom, bring in harmony.
Mhm.
Great. Uh, this one is empower.
Empower. How many of you work with your empower tensor stuff very much?
About the same as everything.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
Not
Everybody,
I have to spend more time with mine. I'm not gonna lie,
em
and really get to know these more.
empower is so uplifting because what it does is it says, okay, I know that I know. I know that I have the right. I know that I can. I know that it's that empowerment. And we
Mhm.
change
Mm.
ourselves a lot when we don't play with the empower because it
Yep.
gives us that extra amplification that says, I know that I know that I know. Like with the other day when Chris, or not Chris, when Susan was asking about an art, and immediately I saw the empowerment. I thought if she brought that into her space, the AccuVac into her space, it would give her the energy of the empowerment of knowing, oh, yeah, this is exactly, or no, or, those kind of things. But empowerment gives you that amplification. So don't shortchange him, okay?
All
okay.
right. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah. What's another one?
Sacred.
Sacred. That one is one of the ones that everybody should have sacreds around everywhere. You should have the sacred around your anything that's a meter, like David talked about in our last class we did. That is like the go-to. When Slim Sperlings first started the tensors, he started with sacred, lost, and empowered. Those were the three. And if you ever look at the light something, I think can't think what it's called, the site that they do, they don't use the copper like we do, and that's their main focus is just those three. We went further and looked for more frequencies. We wanted more frequencies. We weren't happy with just three. That's why sacred is just one of those, when in doubt, you know how they say with crystals, when in doubt, pick either a selenite or a clear quartz.
Yes.
Sacred is your clear quartz.
I got
Okay.
one of the, oh, I'm sorry, one of the sacred rings that I wear it almost every day when I go to town or to, the store or the post
The
office.
finger ring,
The sacred ring,
the
the
thing for your
sacred
finger.
timber ring. Yep.
Nice, nice. Oh my gosh, you guys, wait till you see his line on rings that's coming out. Holy
Yeah.
moly.
Yeah, well, I love the one. I think it was Katie or Hannah got one.
Katie got one.
Katie.
She walked in, saw it, and I mean, it went on her finger and it never left.
Yeah.
It had Katie written all over it. So yeah, yeah. Okay, go ahead, Josie.
Okay. This one's lost. Since we were just talking about that, go right to this one.
Yep.
Sacred and law
So
work hand in hand.
yeah.
So
So here's the sacred. Okay. So the lost is by my thumb right here, and this is sacred. So that's the difference in sizes.
right,
There's not too much of a difference there.
not much of a difference, but they fill in the gap. Sacred is about
Yes.
the physical. Lost is emotional, mental. It brings it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the other one you said that to work with these?
Empowerment.
Oh, okay. We already had that one. So here's those three together.
There you go. Yep.
So, all
All right. Oh, it's another.
right. Let's go. This is Viking.
I love Viking, ladies. I finally really got a relationship with Viking. Viking is about embracing the divine feminine. It is about embracing who we are. I don't care if you're male, I don't care if you're female. It's embracing that energy that says, I have the right to be creation. I have the right to stand in who I am. I
Wow.
absolutely love Viking.
Wow. Very cool.
And now when you plug those in, so say you're having some behavioral health things, okay? One of the things that Viking is going to help you with, if you did Viking and Lost together as a plug-in, you could put one on each temple. That would help you get into that mental balance state that helps you to be able to focus.
Wow.
And it will happen instantaneous.
Hmm.
All right, what else we got?
Okay. And I'm hanging these on my glasses. Okay. Come on, go on. Okay. So the next one I have is Remen. A
Remove.
little bitty.
That one about
Remove.
everybody?
No, this
Remen?
is Remen.
Remen? Okay.
Yeah.
Remen, look how nice and tiny that one is.
Yes.
Remen is about the structure. So if you have a building that has had trauma, if you have like say everybody had COVID and all of a sudden you need to make sure the energy is cleared out of your house. Remen is going to be the one that's really going to do that change. It's going to take a structure. It can be like I'm going to move into an apartment and I just don't like the feeling, I don't like the vibe. Put Remen in the apartment, it'll totally wipe out that vibe you don't like. Remen
Nice.
with all structures. And if you have to go to a place like I have an office that I go to every now and then for checkups and whatever, I cannot stand the vibe in that building. I will take Remen with me every single time,
Wow.
just so I can be in the space and be comfortable in the space. It's kind of like the tangerine of essential oils.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. What's next? I love how tiny that
Earth.
one.
I
Earth,
know, I do too. This
Earth
is Earth.
if you can't get centered, if you can't get focused, if you feel like everything is just overwhelming, like today, while Dave and I were doing the paperwork we were working on, the minute I got to a certain point, I said to him, I'm sorry, I've got to go for a minute. And I hung up and I took that one out and I just sat right on it. I just put my butt right on it and said, this has got to get me so I can think, so I can finish, so I can work with this. All right, what's next?
Okay. Then this is galactic.
And we all know what galactic is. Who wants to talk to me about galactic?
DNA scrubber.
That's right. If you've got old stuff holding on to you, keeping you in a place where you don't want to be, galactic. Plug it in. I don't like how I'm thinking. I don't like how I'm seeing things. Don't like how I'm hearing things. Don't like how I'm saying things. Don't like how I'm feeling things. Plug that one in. It'll just pop right along.
Nice. Okay, here is remove.
Remove. We all know. Remove is about wellness of every single type. If you're hurting, use remove. If you're
Hmm.
feeling overwhelmed, use remove. If you just want to have remove clean the space and like I was saying, uh like if somebody's been sick or you've got a sick room, you know what I'm talking about. How a lot of times you can spritz oils around and clear the space to get out the germs and that kind of thing. Remove will do the exact same thing. You can just kind of with it.
Wow. Yeah, down on my stomach.
There you go. Yep.
This is Solomon.
Solomon.
So this one's a little bit bigger.
Who works with Solomon?
A little
Anybody
bit.
work with Solomon?
That's one I plan on working with later tonight for wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
me too. Yep.
Wisdom, 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 wisdom. Understanding. If you can't understand why somebody's doing something they're doing, or you can't understand why this is that way, or the computer program's not working because you don't understand it, that's classic for me. What is the wisdom of Solomon will bring it in for you.
Or post office.
Or the post office. Yes, Rosa knows about the Burgosa post office. I'm gonna come down there and talk to
Yeah.
that. All right, so we have the 11 of them. All right.
Yeah.
Um, so one of the things that David loves to do, and he always tells people when he may have even talked about it in the class that he did with everyone, but he takes, for example, this is my Bosnia ring. This is the sacred feedback loop. He hooks them. Okay. And I don't know if you that. Let me see. There, he hooks it. See? Then
Yep.
what he does is he takes the AccuVac and he lays it so that it just gently goes over the ring and he'll lay it on the table so it looks kind of like this and it becomes a harmonizer. So, for example, we know Bosnia is all about protection. We know Bosnia is created from the three temples in Bosnia, dragon, the sun, and the moon. Okay. Those are the three temples that are associated with Bosnia. That's why the Bosnia ring is so crazily important and it's all about protection. But if you do that and you put a water bottle in the middle of it, what's going to happen to that water?
Purify it.
It's going to purify it. It's going to amplify it. I don't drink water because I have so much metal in my mouth. From when I was a kid, fillings were metal. So I can't stand water. If I put water in this, boom, I can drink a full glass of water and not even flinch.
Yeah.
Okay. What are some other things you could put in there that you would amplify and charge up?
Your crystals.
Crystals, yeah. You could put crystals in there to cleanse and clean crystals. Who
Or
knows
your oils.
three crystals that don't need to be cleansed? can remember that. I know we talked about it.
Oh, it's selenite.
And
Um, what was the other one? I don't remember the other one.
it's a night. Kyanite.
Organite? Oh.
Kyanite. Yep. Blue and black. They do not need to be cleansed. They clean themselves. They're self-cleaning crystals. Very good. Very good. But you can put your crystals in the middle of there. If you are at night and you don't like the EMFs that frequently flow around, you can set this there and it's going to break them down at night for you. Okay? You can use whatever ring speaks to you. I just happen to have Bosnia close by, so that's why I picked Bosnia. But that's one of the things he loves to do. He loves to put them together, put the three together like this, so that it will actually amplify and do the work you want it to do. Okay?
And you're touching that where the solder is?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that you get the right flow, the in and the out. All right. So what happens, and I know that we saw in Josie's little kit that we've got some that are teeny tiny. We've got the energy, which is massively big for for a plug-in for a feedback loop. But does it take any more or any less time? What did I say makes it work?
Plugging it in.
It works at the pulse and the beat of your heart. So as fast as your heart is beating, that's how fast you are going to get results. Any questions on the feedback loops? He does have them individually and he does have them as a full set, but he does not have them. I probably could coax him into a set with the Tensor, but he said they are so hard to make, and especially the tiny ones, that it just tears him up to try to be able to create them and form them. But he has them like,
You know, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was gonna say he has them the sets like Josie has.
Yeah. And you know what else would be kind of a cool set? Like you could have it as an energizer set or a healing set where you put the three together, like you were saying earlier, the earth, the remove and sacred, like
Right.
do little sets.
Yep. Yep. That I think, I think when you work with the whole set, like most of you guys have full sets, that right there is very empowering within itself. But adding on the little extras, it's kind of like Chris's harmonizer. It just boom, it just gives it that extra when you have them together and you know what you're working with. It can become a part of your vocabulary, just like I know oils inside and out because they're my passion. They have been my passion since the late 70s. So I can like, oh, you need to, clear out trauma here. Here's some tangerine. Oh, you need to amplify anything else you're working with, bring in peppermint. Those kind of things. And that's the same way you want to become with your tensor rings. You want to be able to feel it and say, now I know April said Ramu is really good for healing, but when I grab the Ramu, it really talks to me about let it show you what it wants to do for you. Let it become a part of your frequency because that's what this is all about is vibration and frequency, amplification, lifting it up, bringing it higher. And that's something we've all been focusing on so intently is how can I bring my frequency up? This is the best tools you could have right here. And in your everyday life, wear a bangle, wear a bracelet, stick it in your purse, stick it in your bra, whatever works.
Just be careful not to lose them. I thought I flushed my one down the toilet one day because I had it. My back hip was bothering me, so I hooked on my pants.
Oh.
And all of a sudden, like an hour later, I'm like, Oh my God, did I flush it? And I found it on the bottom underneath my toilet.
Oh
It
no.
wasn't in the toilet, but it was on the ground.
Oh no, that's kind of scary.
I know.
Uh, but
Been
bring
a
them into your environment.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Being able to have the whole awareness, yes, but also have the knowledge of Solomon. I know this one does this for me. She's never said that happened. He never said that happened. But who knows that frequency? 432, that's a frequency of the heart. So you definitely want to work with that frequency. You want to bring that frequency in no matter what we're doing. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of questions do you have now that we talked about the feedback loops?
Um, so I guess like if you're like, so I'm preparing for a meeting on Wednesday. So it's almost like I think my plan is to spend time with the rings, but I don't have all the feedback loops yet. But just to do all of that ahead of time before I go with the things that I can't carry in my purse.
Okay.
Do that, right? But
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I wish I had all of them now. What I'm going to do is just, use my rings and the AccuVax and envision a feedback loop too.
Oh, totally. Totally. Work from
So
the frequency you can. What kind of meeting conversation is there?
the conversation is about the things I've been complaining about at work and I'm meeting with our uh, what do you call it? Our district manager.
If you could give it 3 or 4 words so that everybody in the group can work with this, we're going to do this as a little assignment. What are 3 things that the conversation is going to focus on?
Scheduling, inequity, and ethics.
All right, ladies, what would you suggest to her that she works with those 3 topics?
Mine would be Solomon.
Okay.
That's exactly what I heard first.
Yep, me too. Um, harmony.
Okay.
And galactic.
Galactic, yep. Let go of the old structures. Yep. What else?
Wear peppermint.
There you go.
Do
Peppermint to amplify it.
Tangerine.
And tangerine to get the trauma out. What's going to take trauma out as a AccuVac? Or not as an AccuVac, as a tensor. I talked about that a minute ago. Who can remember?
yeah,
Remen.
Remen.
Remen, right. That was the very first one I heard before you even mentioned the 3 items, where
Mhm.
Remen would be very beneficial to have for that meeting because it's building restructuring.
Okay.
Who else has something they're working on that they'd like to? Okay, Josie with her diverticulosis. What would you ladies recommend for Josie?
Remu.
Remove for sure.
And galactic.
Harmony
Galactic to get rid of old signatures.
and harmony
Harmony. Okay. Why do you pick harmony?
to bring everything into balance.
Okay. Okay. What else?
Um,
Remu.
We said remove.
or I'm sorry, sacred for the physical,
Yep. For sure.
because that's what I keep picturing is like the physical um, strengthening of her colon.
There you go. Yep. Yep. And it's also going to help remove what's not in the colon for its best. So if you have polyps, it's going to help pull them polyps out. If you have a weak colon, it's going to help strengthen the colon. It'll help take over that weakness and make it a strength.
And which one are you talking about right now?
Sacred.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
Very cool. Very cool. Gives you some ideas, Josie.
Ah,
Plug them in.
I'm strapping them on my underwear.
Plug them in. It's I shared with you guys. Oh, wow. I saw my bedroom curtain open. The moon is just like a big moon up through the
Oh, I
clouds.
bet.
It's stunning.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Um,
Yes.
like I shared with you all in the post the other day when I went to the doctor, and they asked that she goes, "We haven't done an EKG in a while." And I said, "Yeah, it's been 8 months," and because it's been an 8 month appointment. And she goes, "Well, we didn't even do it at the appointment before that." And I said, "Okay." So she wanted to do it. We did it, and my heart is 38% stronger. My heart muscle is 38% stronger. And she goes, "I don't know how this is possible." Then she goes, "Oh, it's got to be the medications I put you on." And she lists the two medications. And I thought, well, I ain't taking it, but
Well,
okay.
I'm not taking those.
You can believe it if you want, but they're not what's going in this body. Anyhow, it's just not it's not worth the argument with her. But I said to her, I go, I think what might also have something to do with it is some of the other stuff I'm using and I'm doing. I have a heart blend essential oil that I put on every night. I use this, I plug them in. I use sacred for my heart. I restructure my heart with the sacred. And so think about the things that you're doing because it can make a difference. Rose, what's something you're working on that you would want somebody to give you some advice on which tensors to use?
Um, gosh. Um, what am I working on?
If you don't have anything, you don't have anything.
Can we do Beth working with her mom?
Sure.
Okay.
So what would you guys suggest with Beth while she's working with her mom and her mom's situation? You know her mom's actually gone, right?
Yes.
She's not home any longer. I saw that
Mm.
earlier.
Yeah.
So what about galactic?
Okay. Why do you choose galactic? You're asking it as a question, so that's why I'm
What,
asking you why you chose it.
because it's like it takes away any of the, you know, scrubbing away the any kind of a bad residue that might be there or something.
Okay. Okay. For Beth or for her mother? Or for both?
Well, I would say for both.
Okay. Okay.
And I would say lost because the emotional mental is what made her hang on, that she, you know what I mean, to heal that for her so she can be free.
Okay. What about for Beth? Would that work for Beth too?
Yes, hugely. Yes.
Okay. What are some other thoughts, ladies?
Empowerment.
Empowerment. There you go. I see that one as huge for Beth right now.
Yep. And she
I
is.
think those two together, the loss and the empowerment, give the boost to heal and
Yep.
um, just move on from the hurt.
Yep. And Viking. Viking is we there's a few of them we've been kind of shortchanging, but Viking is really about that. It takes the divine feminine to bring in that balance. If you have a balance between the feminine and the masculine, boom, it's just incredible.
Mhm.
And it's okay to be vulnerable. And it's okay for Beth to be vulnerable right now. Anybody else have any thoughts? All right. Roxanne, are you working on something you'd like people to suggest for you?
Um, I think right now what's been happening and what I'm trying to work on that I'm getting really frustrated is like the lack of organization in my head. There's just too much. Thankfully, I've been hit with a lot of work, but I just need to find, not lose myself to work. You know what I mean? Like the busyness. And like today, I was just feeling so angry and I wanted to rest. Like my body was just telling me rest, but then I couldn't.
Okay. Monkey brain.
Yeah.
What would you use for that?
I would think energy.
Energy, definitely.
And where'd it go?
Chris
Lo-
mentioned it earlier too. I think would work really good for that.
Harmony.
Harmony would be good.
Yeah, Viking and Lust.
Yep. Viking and Lost.
Okay.
Very powerful together right now for you. And bring Sacred in
Interesting.
there too. Because Sacred's gonna
Okay.
out, plug in Sacred. When you start getting that feeling of the monkey brain thing, use them right at the cortex, at the different cortex levels of your brain. It will make a difference. You'll notice your frontal lobe will start to think clearer. It'll start getting better pictures. Your third eye, plug into your third eye if you want to start seeing some truth too.
Okay.
That would really help with that. Very good. Very good. Shiloh, do you have any?
Thank you.
So much. Um, uh, more of bringing in, manifesting the land. I haven't heard back from the owner yet, but manifesting, I see it and see it there, and I know that I'm getting it. It's just I guess I'm getting impatient with it. That I
Okay.
want it now instead of waiting for it.
Okay.
Maybe the monkey
Put the
brain too.
date. Put the date out there.
Yep.
Okay.
Write it down.
Yep.
Yeah,
I will have this property, on October 28th.
What were you gonna say, Chris?
I was gonna say use the oh my God, I just forgot the name of it. The one that you were holding up earlier, the hello, the one that we used for the class that you gave us.
Bosnia.
Bosnia, please.
Yep.
What about my brain? I need something for my brain.
Which one's good for mental?
Lost.
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 You know why Lost is called Lost?
They hit it
Because they
because it
hit
was
it.
so powerful.
They did it because it's so powerful that if people can think with clarity, if people can have a clean, clear mental, emotional balance, they can't control you.
Hmm.
Nothing can control you. Nothing can make you do something you don't want. That's why they hid Lost. Good. Good.
I guess that one of the things that I would say for me, I just kind of thought of it is that I have just been drained. I mean, drained. I don't usually take a nap, but the other day I fell asleep and I slept for I don't know how long, and I could have almost done that again today. So
So
that's one.
what would you ladies suggest?
Energy.
Energy for sure.
Yeah.
What else?
And then empowerment too, to raise that up.
Yep. To bring the frequency up. But also we got to pull off what's draining her.
Oh, yeah.
So the DNA
So,
scrubber.
So your DNA scrubber,
yeah.
your remin. Yep.
I gotta check and see if I have um galactic. I don't know if I do.
Those are all very beneficial to us. The big thing is when you start feeling drained, what is draining me? Why am I drained? It's like I've told the story about Becky who would come to Dragon. Every time she'd come to Dragon, she was faithful. I mean, that girl was so faithful. But every single dragon, they would put her to sleep. She sat right to my left in the chair right next to me every time they would put her to sleep. They put her to sleep because she wasn't ready to hear the messages. She wasn't ready to receive what was coming forward. So there was a reason for her having that happen. So, what is the reason that we're getting tired? Like, for example, Susan tonight. Why is Susan not feeling well tonight? Well, just think, how many years did she do what she's been doing?
13.
And all of a sudden now, she's let down her hair. What happens? The body finally gets a chance to catch up.
Yep.
So, what would you suggest to Susan? I know I gave a list earlier, but you guys be creative.
I texted her, by the way.
Oh, good, good, good. What would some of you guys suggest?
Um, well, definitely the energy
Hmm.
and
Thinking of
The
it being
remove.
our body's finally catching up.
Yeah. And it's also releasing all of that.
Yes,
The remove.
sure remove.
and galactic to
Mm.
move the old stuff.
The old signatures, that old heritage, that old legacy, the old stories.
Yep. And the sacred.
Sacred for sure.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And sometimes when you feel nauseated and when you feel a little dizzy and you feel a little bit, woo, I need to reset my frequency, do a little bit of recalibration. But what's another thing you could do?
That's turning like Josie
Yep.
talked about the 3 counterclockwise and 3 clockwise.
Take 3 breaths in the middle, and yep, I text that to her. But what's another tensor you could use? What's something you could do when you're feeling like that, and you're dizzy or you got vertigo? What's another one?
Harmony,
Yeah. Well, what's a really good one that's going to get you back center?
balance. Let's see. Wait. Well, Earth.
There you go. Earth.
Yeah, I was gonna say Earth. Yeah.
When I feel like I'm spinning out, when I feel like, oh my God, I grab Earth and I'll put it right around my foot. And I'll just sit there with it and I'm like, come on, baby, get yourself back together. We have enough tools that we can't make excuses for anything. You know that, ladies?
Well, and I'm just finding even doing this tonight, it's like, duh. You know what I mean? It all of a sudden just comes, and then it's like, okay, but just having this conversation awakens the knowledge.
That's right. That's right. With everything you have learned over the past few years and everything that we have tools wise, oils, tensors, crystals. What are some other things you guys can work with that you've learned? Intuition, intentions, frequencies, vibrations. We have enough tools that there is really no excuse for anything.
I was so not excited. You know, my neighbor that died across the street, I reached out to his daughter, and I didn't even know her, but I was talking to her and her friend before they had the estate sale, and she's like, "Oh, it's so heavy." And I gave her all my stuff to do a shaman's fire because I was leaving town when she wanted to do it. I said, "Okay, this is what you do," and she was like, "Are you kidding me?" And I gave her all the oils, and I talked to her about a few, like frankincense and tangerine, and talked about what would help move his spirit out. And so she brought his ashes and her sister's ashes because she just died 3 months ago. Brought them both into the house and then did it. And when I saw her a couple days later, she was like, "Oh my gosh, it was amazing." She said, and when and I was, for the first time ever, I walked into that house and it felt so fresh and beautiful."
Exactly. Exactly. Just out of curiosity, did he commit suicide?
Yeah,
That's what I
I
figured.
believe so. It's not, I haven't confirmed it, but I haven't wanted to ask, but
Right.
I believe so.
Okay. That's what it felt like to me, and I wondered if you found out more.
Yeah, because we did the wellness check, and when I found his deadbolt removed, but the lock part was engaged, I was like, oh, this was purposeful.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I didn't go into the house. I called the police to go in.
Well, that's smart. No matter what, use wisdom. That Solomon ring.
Yeah. I was like, this
Awesome.
is not good.
Awesome. Any last minute questions? Any last minute thoughts?
So I'm just going to throw this out there. Lately, we were talking about me having something coming.
Mm-hmm.
And lately, every time I pick up my tools, I'm like, I can't not bring this into what I'm doing anymore. So it's like I'm going to have to, as much as I don't want to, eventually I think I am going to be not walking away because of where things are now, but because I need to share this in a different place. Does that make sense?
Totally.
So I'm kind of feeling that. I don't know if that's agrees with what you've seen too, but
It
anyway.
makes sense. Sometimes we have to make those shifts in order to be able to embrace who we are now versus who we were before.
And I keep thinking, I don't want the bad thing to push me out to make me change. I want to be going towards something. But so that's what's been revealing itself. It's like, you know, I saw a patient with a giant bruise. As the patient's husband had a giant bruise from a fall, and I just wanted to say, just put geranium on it.
Or arnica, or exactly.
Exactly. And I was like, oh, I can't say that.
Right, right. And it's
So
what we talked about in the past, Chris. I see a ministry coming forward. I really do.
yeah, I don't know where it's gonna. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's just gonna show up because my neighbors are kind of reaching out to me too that are having some health issues. So
Yep. Yep.
interesting. I'm just gonna let it bloom on its own. It's good.
Very cool. Very cool. Anybody else have any last minute things?